Hello, thanks for tuning in. And today, we will be playing Heroes Advent. In this video, we will begin day 6. We covered days 2, 3, 4, and 5 last time. We're going to start with day 6 and see how many days we can do. You awake to the smell of freshly brewed coffee. You slowly open your eyes after forcing a light yawn. You've fallen asleep on top of some diagrams on the lab desk. You took a deep breath and looked around. Feston was still sleeping on a pile of books while Alice was already up sifting through some diagrams at his desk. It took you a moment to realize he didn't have his lab coat on. Instead, it was on your back, keeping you warm through your slumber. Good morning there, sleepyhead. I made some coffee. Hey, good morning, Alex. Thanks. He took the mug in front of you, still quite warm to the touch. It made that just the way I like it, so enjoy. Oh, okay. Thanks again, Alex. You felt your entire body recoil as soon as the coffee touched your tongue. It's so sweet. What the actual heck? What you thought was coffee tasted almost like pure concentrated liquid sugar. Sure, it might smell like coffee, but this is definitely more sugar than coffee than one could ever imagine. Ironically, though, that was more than enough to knock the drowsiness off of your head. How was it? Did I make it too sweet? Sweet is an understatement. This is a cup of sugary hell. I must admit, Alex. Why are you giving me that look? Is it that sweet for you? Yes, it is, though not as sweet as you are. What? What is that supposed to mean? Nothing, just complimenting you truthfully. You're a sweet guy, after all. Yeah, did why teach you all this? Wait, now I have two flutters around me. Either way, once you're done waking up, come here. I want to show you something. You try your best to stomach another sip of that dark, sugary liquid before going over to Alex. In front of him were what seemed to be several prototypes resembling your old phone. So, what's up? I think I'm getting closer and closer to figuring out how to make this work. All the sequences are in place. The circuitry replication looks good. I just need to figure out how much power this can take, since our energy crystals all contain too much energy beyond its capacity. Even the smallest one? Yeah, even the smallest one. Won't get anything done just speculating. Let's give this a go. Alice took what looked like a small yellow gem that bigger than a ladybug before slotting it into the power socket on the prototype. There. Would it work? Only one way to find out. He puts a button at the side of the prototype phone for a couple seconds. You hear the device slowly starting up with a soft hum. Okay, stabilization process finished. Middle and mental harmonization achieved. Data integrity verified. Crystal matrices nominal. The screen should appear about now. The crystal at the center of the device lit up as the screen projected in front of it. It saw a few lines of words twirling vertically before a familiar logo popped up quickly, followed by a familiar home screen. This is just like my old phone. Indeed, or so it would seem. I tried to adapt the old operating system into our crystal firmware. There's a bunch of data inside too, but I haven't got the time to look at it. I did notice that most of them seem to be image files. Oh, really? I didn't know that. If that's so, I guess I can check it again for you there. Alice grabbed the phone and began navigating to the gallery folders. I don't think that would be necessary. Huh? What are you saying? This is an artifact from another world, a parallel world. God, I haven't done a full transliteration of the user interface yet. The writing system of your people is rather hard to comprehend. Really? Yes, though I can read bits and pieces of it if I look at them hard enough. But back on topic, this is an item of great significance. I'd be more than willing to sacrifice all I have if that's what it takes to get even glimpse of another world. I understand, but the images, what about them? They are they are they aren't that interesting at all. You see, this baby fool's of mine. Is that so? That's quite a coincidence, because I've always wondered what you really look like, Dave. Alex, no. What's gotten into you? Do you drink too much coffee? Let's see here. This gallery thing must be it, yes. No. He tried to snatch the device from his hand when it started sizzling and hissing. Visible smoke sipped from the device before the screen sent down and the humming stopped. Oh, thank God. Well, looks like the security went on the fritz, as I fear even the smallest crystal was too much for it, as you can see. Maybe I put some kind of regulator and resistor to modulate the energy output. The link seemed deep in thought again as he set the malfunctioning device aside, sitting down at his chair. He immediately set the working on another prototype model, which might take a while before any of that would come into fruition. He also sat back down at the desk, wiping the invisible bead of sweat off of your forehead. Fessing also still a bit from a commotion. Good morning, Sir Yard. Son Dave. Good morning, Master Alex. Did Fessing miss anything? Well, Alex managed to make the phone work for a while before it didn't. And the prototype booted up successfully. I was fiddling with the user interface a bit when it malfunctioned from a power surge. The crystal outputs too much energy apparently. How about put some kind of regulator regulator or choose a different energy crystal, Master Alex? Don't worry, I'm on my way on the case. Well, with that aside, anything I can help with? Fitz and I can handle things on our own here. But you might have the one so Aaron says why he's gonna be all busy from the tournament for the day. This a tournament? What kind of tournament is it? Some kind of sports event for the Festival of Stars, I believe. It used to have a darker history with Daredevil Palaria near her best warriors stepped forth against the evil king. But when that was over with, we turned it into a festival and celebrated it once every 4 years. People from all over Arboria come here for the occasion. Oh, that sounds interesting. You don't want to go around, maybe see why at the festival? As much as I want to see him do a bunch of senseless things, I'd much rather make myself useful and keep tinkering with this. If I can manage to make this work, I can finally reap the fruits of my labors and become a world-renowned scientist. Well, I know this project is really important for you, but I was wondering. I've never been to a festival like this, like the one outside. So would you like to go there with me? I mean, it might help me get to know the culture here more. As Alice looked at you, he took a deep sigh and mumbled some things. It's okay if you don't want to. I can stay here and help you guys out. No, it's fine. I was just evaluating the possibility of me finishing the project if I went out with you. And it's not favorable, but I guess I can take you outside for a bit today. We've been making decent progress anyway, so I guess I can go out with you. But not going out like that. Just I wanted to show you around is all. Now come along. Let's not waste any time. Alright. Fenton will stay here then. Thanks, Fenton. Make sure to bring the shipment here and you can handle lunch on your own, I hope. Yes, Mr. Alex, sir. Alright, we'll be on our way then. You and Alex took the elevator to attend the event outside. Whoa! When did they put all this up? I mean, I saw some materials lying around the field, but to build this overnight is like magic. Alex rolls his eyes at your enthusiasm. Well, I guess it is. Ah, right. Where should we go? Well, let's just go for a little walk, yeah? Preferably to a less crowded area, if you will. Sure. We followed Alex as he wandered around for the time being. There were quite a lot of similarities between this festival and the ones back in your world. There's a lot of food vendors, merchandise stalls, and other knickknacks. There are also game stands with prizes you can win. Each stand had a table out front with a shopkeeper calling people in to try their games. Oh, Dave, come over here. Alex called you to one of the aforementioned stands. Not a lot of people seemed interested with this one. The next, on the other hand, was quite excited. Whatever this game was, most likely had to be something that requires a lot of brain power. Yeah, I'm here. You're supposed to stall. Look here, I used to play this game a lot. Quite a classic one from Hainan. Oh, what is it? Memory games. Drat, I knew it. Well, he will give you a set of numbers you have to memorize the exact sequence of numbers. There are still difficulty levels of more numbers you can remember, the better the prizes. Okay. Do you want to play? Sure, I guess. But careful now, I might beat you at your own game. Max handed over several silver coins to the shopkeeper. Oh, are you challenging me? That's very bold of you, Dave. We'll see about that. Which difficulty would you like? Notes. The sets of numbers will increase with difficulty. Beginner will have 10 sets, Advanced will have 15 sets, and Expert will have 25 sets. Let's see, beginner. The easiest one? Alrighty, here you go. The Game Master places a set of numbers in front of you. Okay. Taking mental notes, or are you actually taking notes right now? Hey, whatever you do, I'll make sure I win this thing. What have you done here? Let's see, you got 10 numbers right. You did it. Whoa. Nicely done, Dave. Well then, let's hear the result. The winner is this fellow feline here. But what? How many did you memorize? For one, I'd love to do more. My last stand has a limit of 50. 50? But what are you? A walking computer? Here, maybe. Here's your prize, sir. Hi. Just give it to this person here. I don't really need it. Alright, here you go. The shopkeeper handed you what looked like an amulet. We must have it that it can greatly enhance one's mind and intellect, so keep it well. Oh, okay. Wait, where's Alex? The lynx was already walking away. You quickly caught up beside him. Thanks for the gift, Alex. No problem. It won't be of much use to me anyway. Let me guess, because you're already smart? Bingo. Well then, let's get some lunch, shall we? Then afterwards we could. Well, that's right. What? What makes you think I even bother to do that? Well, you always talk about him, so if it's that you want to see him fight or something, fine, I guess it's alright. I always wanted to see him getting his ass kicked from all that reckless bravado anyway. Let's just grab some food and then we'll head to the arena. Sure thing. You picked up some food with Alice before arriving in the arena. Festival avenues were already crowded, and yet there seemed to be even more people congregating at the spectator seats. It was seen you made it just in time for the opening ceremony. The fighters paraded inside the arena, each introduced by the announcer as they strode in pride. And while you didn't recognize anyone aside from Matt Sarai, I'm on the buzz. The ceremony itself was rather spectacular, to say the least. Those who seemed to notice you as they waved at you from afar. You probably returned a gesture, Alice rather timidly. You could hear someone shouting Master's name not far from you. A tiger seemed to be chewing his heart out for the canine, trying his best to get his attention. Simpleton. You know him? I guess you can say that. It's Tobias, very loud and clingy whenever Master's around, at least. Oh? Yeah, he's friends with Max from back then in the academy. I was starting by to buddy up with him after class. He's just so loud I could scarcely concentrate on anything when he's around. Max, how do you do this? How do you do that? Wow, your body's so buff. How do you gain such muscle mass? Can't like read a book or something? I learned just about everything I know from books. Well, I don't really like noisy people, but I don't think people like him will have the patience to sit down with a book either. That's a fair point. Just saying that not everyone can appreciate a good book. But anyway, let's eat before the food gets cold. Okay? Both went through the meal you picked from earlier. There were a lot of options at those food stands, but Alice was rather fixated with the one selling these authentic Chinese dishes. She decided to go for a Yuanese sandwich, which was a sort of baguette stuffed with an assortment of meat, sauce, and fresh herbs. You, on the other hand, had the fried tori, essentially rice with fried poultry meat. All in all, it was quite nice, quite unlike most dishes you've had before. They both resumed watching the tournament after finishing up. Alex still seemed pretty uncomfortable despite enjoying a nice meal. Perhaps he was just anxious with a lot of people around, though he still tried to keep it together. The lynx perked up quite a bit the moment Ray entered the arena. He seemed especially flustered whenever the dragon raised his hand towards his erection. Ray's duel seemed to take place at the same time as Max's. He watched the canine fight someone that looked twice his size, and yet it didn't take long for him to come up on top. That put him in the semifinals, where he would fight against a short dude tomorrow. Ray will also qualify into the next round as well. So just like last tournament, I wonder who will actually win this time. Oh, they participated at the last tournament? Yeah, 4 years ago. I see. I thought of bringing out some other topic in the conversation, but decided to remain quiet as the lynx seemed rather disinterested. You and Alice went outside into the cold night as the event concluded for the day. Finally, quiet areas make me uncomfortable. Yeah, I think it was entertaining at least. Heh, screw that. Hey guys, he barely looked behind us while he dashed towards you and Alex. You actually came. I thought you couldn't be here since you got important things to do. Guess that what you sows, huh? So's what? How important I am to you? Jeez, you're about as important as a breakfast is to me, which is none. So, what do you think, Dave? Did you enjoy the festival? Yeah, it was pretty fun. Alex showed me around, even played games with me. Must be tough, especially the games one. Tell me, how much did he memorize? Yeah, how did you know about that? I think he's the only one who wants to play that game every time he had a chance. 50. This is the maximum. Let's allow longer sets and numbers. Well, I doubt it. They soon go out of business if you keep winning on the grand prize every time, Alex. Hey, what do you mean by that? A loud cracking noise, followed by a fizzle echo across the horizon. The night sky seemed to glow and simmer, and as the gentle hum for the barrier became louder and louder. A small invisible tear formed upon the sky. What is that? You felt it as a loud thud followed the crackling in the sky. The glowing crystal. Something must have happened there. Why? On it. Why went towards the direction of the glowing crystal. Panic arose as people began to pack their things and aimlessly ran for their lives. Several mercenaries on the sea were already trying to keep the masters calm while gunning them into the guild building. What should we do? It's too late to go back to the lab. I have some spare tools near the crystal. We can use it to assist him. But how do we get there? Let's just leg it to Crystal Park and go from there. Follow me. Okay. You try your best to wade through. You try your best to wade through the panicking mass, though you already lost sight of Alice by the time you made it through. He might still be fighting his way through the crowd, perhaps he was already on his way to the crystal. He didn't want to take any chances, so he immediately hit it there as well. It was quite a struggle finding the right path towards the Crystal Park, though thankfully the crystal's gigantic size and the street signs and plaques at least held you from getting lost. It felt like you'd been beating around the bush forever, but eventually you arrived. You could see the glowing crystal overlooking the town from afar, along with some kind of smoke and fumes coming from the base. You still couldn't see Alice anywhere, but you had to keep moving. You took a turn into a nearby alleyway to cut across the town for a direct path. The further you headed in, the darker it got, and somehow you felt like you shouldn't have come here. Help! You were turning back, but as the town fell silent, there was a strange noise close by. You took a peep around the corner. The alleyway was nearly pitch black by then. The only thing you could make out under the dim moonlight was about a big figure towering over someone else. Maybe that other person was getting wild. You could stop and help them, but you had a bad feeling about this. You really should turn back and find another way to reach Alex. As he stepped away, the ground shook as a fissure upon the sky turned into a rift. The sky flashed and simmered, illuminating the entire alleyway for the moment. I can't feel my face. Help! The ill-fated person whimpered as caustic goo enveloped their entire body. Their eyeball fell out of their half-molten skull, was left of their face twisted and contorted from fear of the pain. What in the world? You couldn't bear to watch any longer. The stench was so unbearable you could throw up at any moment. A loud splat made you tremble as you realized whatever that thing was had eyes that was watching you very intently from the start. All that you could see amidst the darkness was a large, sinister smile. Ooh, what have we here? You feel the figure's lifeless eyes staring into your soul. The creature slowly shuffled towards you as you scramble around, looking for any sort of weapon to defend yourself. But back off, help! Try to call out for help, your voice helplessly drowned out in the clamor. The crowd fled towards the guild's main building, or worse still. To witness the poor victims dissolve within the creature, their skin and the flesh stripped from the bone, leaving them not behind but their faintly beating heart. Still alive? What kind of monster is this? Not enough. Need more hosts. Shit. I better do something. I have to tell Alice about this. Before you could lift your feet, tentacles of goo lurched towards you. What? Ah! Tentacles wrapped around your forearm and ankle, struggling against its pull. Your feet began to scare across the ground as you got dragged towards its body. The trembling as its slimy body began to envelop you, caressing your back and chest. It began to pull you deep into itself. Several tendrils slipped under your clothes, slowly pulling it apart. No! Help! Alex, help! You struggled as you tried to pry yourself free from the slime, despite your efforts to continue to pull you further in. Several goo tentacles forced their way up into your mouth and started pumping liquid slime down your throat. You gargled goo as you desperately cried, trying to claw your way out. The gelatinous bite already working its way up your back to the base of your neck. It wasn't long before your entire body was submerged, leaving only your head exposed. Before that, too, began to be pulled down. Dave! Several steel spheres whisked past your head, embedding into the creatures. It seemed to stagger and freeze in place for a moment as its body began to lose consistency. What? Alex? But how? God, what are you waiting for? Just claw your way out from the maker's sake. It won't stay that way for long. You quickly clawed your way out from the creature and stumbled towards Alex. What just happened? And threw some harmonizers inside it. Near the creatures are stable by default. Stabilizing them will momentarily to disable them like that. As if on cue, the creature began to twist and move, expelling the spheres from its body. The person, or rather what remained of them, rapidly disintegrated in place of its missing mass. Host. This is bad. Really, really bad. Alice kept a keen eye on the raised creature as he pulled out a small device and pressed a button on the side. What are you doing? Calling for reinforcement. Hopefully they'll arrive in time. You shuddered against the creature's roar. Alice was no doubt intimidated despite not looking at its face. Looks like we made it angry. Alright. I said harmonizers can only disable them temporarily, but this thing was resisted way more than I expected. What should we do then? There's no way we can hope just to do it all on our own, but maybe we can spread its nether influence off. Whatever you do, don't succumb to its commands. Alright, I'll try my best. What do you do? creature warns you as your last attack struck it. Hey, over there. They're over there. All you guys alright? Just hang tight, we got you. It would seem you've stalled it long enough for the others to arrive. Yeah, we're okay. Thank God you guys made it. Watch out. The goo tentacle dashed forward. It was sort of dealing a lethal strike towards you when it somehow froze in place. You vaguely saw more metal spheres inside the creature with the others Alex had thrown there. There, on my mark. Cover that, Cody. Okay. Cody slammed his fist into the ground, sprouting stone slabs to create a wall around the creature. The attack was quickly followed up by Matt's conjuring several swords of ice, hurling them towards the creature, freezing it upon impact. Now, Cody clapped his hands in front of himself. The elevated slates quickly closed inward, crushing the frozen creature and shattering it into pieces. Here, you still got it. Nicely done. Thanks, why? Phew, is it over? I hope so. Wait, there's something coming out from here. As soon as Max pointed out, you could spot a small slug-like creature emerging amidst the rubble. It crawled away a bait at Stone's pace before stopping in its track, and entirely its way saw a fireball in front of it. Here, I'll be. This was the thing that tried to kill us just now? Fascinating. Alex wondered as everyone gathered around the crystal slug. What kind of nether creature is it, Alex? I'm not sure. It looks like an amorphous Malforma, but there's a lot of nether crystals protruding from its back. How could such a thing slip through our perimeter? The golden crystal malfunctioned somehow. You all saw the cracks in the sky, right? It must have slipped in through the fissures on the ground, too. That does add up to the recent incidents. Why? What's the status of the GC? And since an energy surge, the GC is patrolling its own seal, but still very slowly. Finally, some good news amidst this chaos. We should still go check on it just in case, though. Yeah, we should. But what should we do with this thing then? Let's point towards the cowering slug creature. We could take it back for further study, and gods know if the nether research field needed more precious specimens such as these. I don't know, it seems dangerous keeping such things inside the city walls. Despite winning this fight, we still don't know what it's actually capable of. Might as well incinerate it into ashes. I get that, but Alex is right. We might get more insight into the nether realm and its creatures. It could be valuable to figure out if their hive mind thingamajig is a thing or not. It might allow more of those things inside the city. I don't know why. I'm with Max on this one. It just doesn't seem like a risk worth taking. Alright, what do you think, Dave? Should we keep it or should we destroy it? Well, apparently Alex wants to keep it for the testing, so I'll say keep it. Well, if what Alex and Ray say is true, we could gain something valuable from detecting them, using their own power against them, maybe. That's highly unlikely, but yes, we can at least get more information on them. The samples we retrieve usually disintegrate rather quickly once inside the barrier. This one, on the other hand, is quite unique. Sure, if you insist, just be as cautious and keep a close eye on it. And who do you think I am? Of course I will do no less. Let's put a dichromatic sphere and toss it at the slime. Ball open upon impact, sucking the creature inside, landing with a soft click onto the ground. Twist 3 times in resistance before staying put for good. Wait, where have I seen this before? Nice catch, Alex. It seems you're quite an expert with balls. Shut up. Now let's get a move on. We need to look at the golden crystal. Yeah, let's go then. You see, felt lightheaded. Dave, what's happened to me? What? Dave? You find yourself walking along the seemingly endless stone corridor. It was this familiar place once again. This place. You walked for what felt like hours down the corridor. You glanced over your shoulder once in a while. You couldn't shake the feeling that you were being watched by someone else saw thing. Usually something chased you down this corridor, but this time it was different. Eventually you arrived at the end of the corridor where a large doorway awaited you. This is new. I never made it this far. You pushed the door open and found yourself inside a pitch black room. You heard a loud slam as the door closed in on its own, trapping you inside. Hey! You felt where the door was to find a knob to no avail. All that was left was a smooth wall. Shit. Hello? Finally, you come. Who's there? You attempt to look in the direction of the voice, losing it in the darkness. How rude. You haven't even introduced yourself. Well, I'm Dave, correct? How do you know? Oh, I know, Dave. I know how much of a good dog you are. Linus told me plenty. Who? You have just met him. How could you forget? What do you want from me? Oh, nothing. I just wanted you to stay put like the good obedient dog you are. I'm not your dog. So you say. Even if you aren't, you will be. You think you can hide inside that little safe of yours? Just you wait. I'll make sure you come to me begging for my mercy. I will. Death. Bun. The voice began to crackle as the ground beneath you shook violently, before a large crack appeared right where you stood. Ah! You could only hear your own scream as you trembled towards the bottomless pit. Ah! You saw from your bed, screaming still. Yeah? Looked towards the source of the sound. You found Alex sitting nearby with a bewildered look on his face. I'm sorry, Alex. I didn't mean to scare you. Alex cleared his throat as he regained his composure, straightening out where his coat would be out of instinct. It's alright. You must have had quite a nightmare, huh? Yeah, I did. You could see yourself covered with some sort of plaster and wires coming out of it. What's all this on me? Oh, it's just some scanning devices. I wanted to analyze you while you slept. That's why I stayed here while the others checked on the crystal. You stayed here? You stayed behind for me? Only because I asked them to bring me one of my gadgets to analyze the crystal. So might as well multitask while I'm at it. How do you manage to bring me here, though? Oh, I have my ways. Alex brought his face into the machine's readings, avoiding eye contact. Oh, Preston happened to be nearby when you passed out from delayed trauma shock, so we brought you back here. Really? Guess I need to thank him later then. You said without him, I wouldn't have known who else to ask to help me. Nothing. His recent contributions have been adequate since he would be appreciative of your gratitude. Oh, right. Yeah, anyways, here. Some food and meds for you. I predicted that you might awake for a headache, so Cody prepared some remedies for that. Thanks, Alex. Don't mention it. Now hurry and eat up. We have to meet up with the others to discuss whatever the hell just happened. Alright then. You took the pills along with the food as you began eating. You couldn't help but notice Alex still eyeing you up and down. Something wrong? Nothing, I'm just curious. About me? Not if you put it that way. I mean, well, yeah, but not about you, like you, but more to your origin stuff, I guess. I'm not making sense, aren't I? No, I kinda get what you mean. What do you want to know? Well, I already know about your insides and how it works. It just fascinates me how you can become like this. I'm quite curious too, to be honest. I didn't know any of this was possible to begin with. What's more, I'm pretty sure Lisa said she found me already this way. Oh yes, that lady friend of Max. I was hesitant before, but now I don't. But now I do hope I get a chance to speak with her. It might shed light on many of the damning questions I have. Yeah. Speaking of which, how's the phone coming along, Alex? It's the same as when we last left it. Haven't got the time to touch the project at all today. Maybe once Fester is done with the paperwork, I'll ask him to continue on some calculations for the next prototype. Alright then. You tune in as Alex monitors your every move, taking notes every now and then. It would have made you uncomfortable if you weren't used to this form from Alex away. Afterwards, Alex removed the devices so you could go and take a shower. Then you both headed to the Sky Garden. Hey, Alex, over here. You saw a familiar dragon calling over to you both. You could see the others already seated around a round table, an assortment of gizmos, gadgets, papers, and half-eaten food, boxes scattered across it. You both sat down next to each other. You're both okay, right? Still feeling hurt anywhere? I'm fine. Just got a bit of a headache, is all. Thanks again for the medicine, Cody. It helped a lot. You're welcome. You slept for more than 12 hours, I think. But I'm glad you're safe, Dave. Thanks, Ray. Can you fill me in on what's happened with the golden crystal? Well, I can feel you, alright. Why, not now? Oh, you want to be filled in now. Oh, Max, too. You're quite greedy, aren't you, Dave? Damn it, here we go again. What's so funny? Am I missing something here, guys? Nothing. Alright. So here's what's happening. I'll just brief you on the events that transpired while you were out cold. So, nothing happened to the crystal? According to our initial analysis, yes, but not even a single scratch on the surface. I did detect certain types of abnormalities in Mage's field integrity, but I still require more data to confirm each suspicion. It's just like when we were to Akai. Someone must have tampered with the crystals and disrupted the field around them. If that's the case, then we really need to go back there to investigate. But in this situation, I don't think we'll get a permit that easily. No problem, I got the permit for all 5 of us. But really? For me as well? Yeah, we need someone to cook us good food. We need someone to cook us good food on the go. Besides, someone needs to help me bring my tools. Fester will be here managing my lab while I'm gone. But what about the honeysuckle? I'll follow a job vacancy to help Ashford with the tavern. Oh, okay, but no buts there. I mean, Cody, you come with us. Alright then, if you say so, Alex. Thanks for having me along then. Don't mention it. As Cody looked away and Alex brought his face into his notes again, you and the others only eyed each other here and there in awkward silence. So, where we going? 5 days from now. Really? Why not tomorrow? After keeping a close eye on the golden crystal first, it may be reconstructing its own barrier as Ray sensed, but I still need to get more readings and one more test. Especially when the nether crystal samples from that slug. It might just hold a clue to why all this has happened in the first place. Linus? Linus. Who's Linus? That's his name, the slug, Matt. That's his name, the slug, Linus. What? Is that the name we came up with, or? Well, I definitely didn't make that up well. I don't know. It's pretty hazy by now, but something I can recall from the dream I just had. The slug's name is Linus. Intriguing, although not sure how that will come into use, but I'll still note that down for future references. What? What's that noise? Shh, just listen. Good evening, people. This is your guild master speaking. Now that the dust has settled, I ask that all listening mercenaries convene at the main guild hall tomorrow morning for briefing. The situation may seem to destabilize, but we must not let our guard down. I expect everyone to be on time tomorrow. Stay safe, remain vigilant, everyone. Ordina Prosperita. The guildmaster. Might as well call him the governor at this point. Why? Oh, yeah. That is our guildmaster, Alaric. He's the one managing the guild as well as the whole city. Wait, you're saying he's handling both places at the same time? Isn't that a bit much? Well, he's quite a capable man. The same can't be said about his son, though. You can say that again. Hey, don't be like that. He means well, right? Meanwhile, you, Max. He's still a guildmaster's son. Expect what it's due, guy. Who's the guildmaster's son? You'll know in time. Alright then. Well, that concludes all me for today. It's been fun meeting you guys like this again. Yeah, I guess it has been, huh? Well, better one now. Let's not stay up late tomorrow. Besides, I think Dave still needs more rest. With that, everyone bade each other goodbye. She headed back to your room with Alex. She chatted for a bit before he wished you a good night and left. He was still feeling weak and tired from the encounter. He got in bed and immediately drifted to sleep. You woke out of your bed as the alarm clock went off. You had a terrible dream that night. It was that same shadow creature chasing you down a stone corridor. Though at some point you heard a voice reaching out for you. It was spectral in some ways, utterly incomprehensible yet oddly soothing. And ever since then, the dark machinations around you all fell apart as a nightmare returned to what you would describe as a normal dream. I needed this. You sighed to yourself, feeling grateful, especially after what happened yesterday. You could say it was a perfect way to start a new week. You sat at your bed for a while before getting ready for the day. They're gathering all available mercenaries down the hall today, so you better show up on time. You quickly made your way to the main lobby after going through your morning rituals. The place was already packed as people lined up on the center. You could see a big feline standing at the podium as you squeezed your way in line. The others, even Cody, were also there as well, albeit separated at different lines. They seemed a bit different, a tad out of it, if you dare say yourself, though you kept the thought to yourself as the person on the podium sounded off. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Master Alaric. At ease, people at ease. I hope you all are doing well this morning. Now, it has come to my attention that a number of rumors have arisen regarding to what caused the recent catastrophe, and for that, I must remind you that at this point, we all know precisely what happened that night. Indeed, a saboteur among us managed to disrupt our city's defense system. Our very symbol of hope, order, prosperity, the Guardian Crystal itself. Its unwavering protection had shielded us from countless outside threats for 2 decades, but for that it's rendered us complacent. This simply cannot happen again. May this incident forever remain a grim reminder of what will happen as soon as we let our guard down. We may have weathered the storm, but this war is still far from won. I gathered you here because you are all that stands for the city's peace and order, the Galanteers. Remain vigilant. Group up with your team. Patrol the premises. Gather every bit of information that you can. Apprehend any suspects and interrogate them through and through. I've been informed that our citizens have begun using the request board again. Make sure to tend to their needs appropriately. Now go, O Galanteers, and may your might illuminate your path and vanquish those foul-nailed beasts. Ordine Prosperita. Ordine Prosperita. You are dismissed. With that, the mercenaries quickly grouped up and headed their own ways into the city. At that moment, you saw Max and the others gathered in a corner, so you went to them. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Dave. Good morning. Oh, you're here. Good morning. You're just in time, Dave. I was just about to give this to you guys. Is that the prototype you've been working on? Yes, I finally managed to put one up together. Still rather crude compared to the device they provide, but the basic functionality is there, and it's compact enough to fit into your pockets. What's the difference between this and the device you gave us? Now, this one, instead of beeping, it can send voice or text messages between devices. So just like the Crystal Communication Hub. Yes, it's much smaller. With this, maintaining communication across greater distances would be easier. We can contact each other more reliably at the first sign of trouble, and the map function can help with navigating the terrain. Oh wait, there's a map on this thing too? Yeah, install a world map module along with the core system. It will be harder to get lost out in the field now. And what if the power runs out? Just put it next to an energy crystal. It will automatically siphon from it to recharge. This is very neat, Alex. Well done. Thanks. I couldn't have done this without Dave's advice. It's pretty much what inspired this prototype. So, thank you, Dave. You're welcome, Alex. Glad I could be a help. I still have more testing to do, though, so I'll be counting on your further assistance. Yeah, I got your back, Alex. That's good. Anyways, here. Alex handed the prototype phone to you and the others. The user just tap the crystal and the main screen will appear. You can touch the symbols there to navigate between programs. Alright then, thanks Alex. Make sure to keep it safe. These are the only working ones I got. If you manage to break it, I won't have any spares to give you. What about my heart? You broke it once, you know. Well, too bad then. Better luck looking for it elsewhere. Now, let's focus on the task at hand. I know it's been a few years since we worked together, but let's do our best as a team, alright? What is it, Cody? I just can't keep my mind off the kitchen. Well, Alex did call a temporary replacement, right? Bit further ahead of the schedule, too. It's gonna be fine, man. Now you can focus on your duty and our church of that kind. I don't know why. I'm sorry, guys, but truth be told, I must rather be working in the kitchen. Well, what do you mean by that, Cody? Well, I think I'm way behind the curve. There's no way I'd be fit for this line of duty anymore. Nonsense, Cody. You're already here, though, aren't you? We all know how capable you can be. Just have more faith in yourself. Well, I can be pretty capable in the kitchen. Cody. Sorry. I guess I'll try. I can't guarantee anything, though. That's alright. What matters is that you still want to try. That's a start, right? Well, for today, we're going to inspect a few different places at the same time. At the same time, still we stay together. Out on the field, sure, but it's still much safer in the city to be on our own, despite what happened recently. Besides, Alex's device already allows for ease of communication, so it makes sense to split up and investigate places we're familiar most with. Sounds good. I'll head over to the beach then. I'll investigate the market. I'll be able to go and Crystal, the ones on diagnostics. Alright then, I'll go to the old mines. Maybe find some clues their way. Yeah? Let's go around, alright? Yeah, I know. Might still screw somebody though. Why? Alright. Just chill, man. This ain't a race, you know? How about me? Well, you can do some investigation on your own, Dave. Might give you a more authentic experience. There are always several requests on the board as well. And afterwards, you can follow up with me. That's still very vague. Sure, I guess. Or you can try to help me. Just come along with me to the beach and we can have some fun. I'm just kidding, but do join me if you like, Dave. I could use an extra hand with the testing too. Well, it's up to you to decide, Dave. Good hunting. Alright, I'll be off then. See you guys later. Let's use a map for us to get around. In case you forget where a certain part of the town is. Could use more refining, but I believe it should be easy for you to read. Alright then. See you guys later. And with that, you're left alone in the hall. What do you want to do? Now that you have free roam of the city, you will have the option to wander around that well. For the day, feel free to look around to your heart's content. However, in future days, you'll have a set amount of time to wander, so do keep that in mind. You head into the guild's public library, trying to learn more about this world. After wandering around for a bit, you ended up at the history section and grabbed a random book. The content was largely similar to the one you read from Alex's lab, but there were still some new things here and there about the landscape or people that you didn't know of. This book delved a lot more into the political sides of things, with names like Pelaria, Gallant, or Hainan being thrown around a lot. It all felt a little too overwhelming to get into. Whereas you ended your reading session after some time, you're still unsure whether you really learned anything. Maybe you could focus on the other sections of the book next time. It still felt a lot smaller, at least. You decided to head to a vacant training room. Technically, you might have to book this place before using it. You notice that nobody seems to use this room at all. But as long as you don't wreck anything, you'll probably be fine. What kind of exercise do you do? You somewhat set up a dummy with a punching bag on it. It's still a bit scuffled, but it will have to do. You went through the routine besides punches and kicks that Matt taught you before. Exercise for a while before taking a break. You feel stronger now. Winter request board is like a bulletin board with a bunch of handwritten notes sticky in a rather neat fashion. There were quite a few requests, though most, if not all of them, always had some on the case, except for one. Please help get my pet down safely. You'll be handsomely rewarded. No, I'm down on the beach. Do you want to take it? You arrive at the beach. Where do you go? You caught a glimpse of a commotion at the side of the beach. There were a bunch of people gathered around a palm tree. It's hard to see from this distance, but you could vaguely see some kind of cat lizard thing near the top. That probably has something to do with that request I just took. I should come take a closer look. Excuse me, Mert's coming through. Oh, are you? Are you the one that took my request? But please, you've got to help me, please. Calm down, please. Can I explain what's going on again? Well, as you can see, my beautiful quote suddenly just climbed up this tree, and I couldn't get down on his own. Oh, honey, sweetie, please come back down. You can't just stay up there. The owner sounded uncontrollably. You looked up at the tree. It didn't look that bad from afar, but here to the left is pretty steep. Oh, please, good mercenary. He's my only family. I don't know what to do if anything happened to him. He gulped nervously. what might crack a spine to if they fell from up there. It's alright, just stay put. I'll take care of this. You look at the tree again. Take a deep breath to calm yourself. Come on, you got this, Dave. Just climb the tree and don't look down. Should be easy, right? I mean, if the poor cat lizard can get up there, you can too, right? You took another brief moment of hesitation before approaching the tree. You wrapped your arms around the tree to get a feel for it. It didn't seem as big as you expected, as you could easily hug around the trunk. If you held on tight enough, you could slowly crawl up your way. Alright, just give it a whirl. You got this. You began making your way up slowly but surely, trying to mimic those coconut forms on a tree or a TV show you once watched. So far, so good. You made a mental note to keep your eyes up at all time. Eventually, you got close enough to take a better look at the creature. Judging from its anatomy, it looked like a crocodile and a cat. It looked like a crocodile and cat had a baby, which is frightening thought, but it didn't look as much of a monstrosity as one would expect. It's been staring at you ever since you made the climb, but it still seemed too anxious to leave the palm leaf it was clinging to. Right, okay, here, Croco Kitty, I'm here to help you get down. You reached towards the creature, but it backed up further along the leaf. Oh, crap. It's definitely out of range now. You have no choice but to climb even further up top. Okay, just don't look down, Dave. Don't look down. Repeating the same moves, you slowly made it to the very top of the tree. Though as soon as you got there, you accidentally looked beneath as anxiety overtook you. Oh, fuck, it's very high up. Yeah. You clung to the tree even more, even panted until the nausea subsided. Good God, everything is still spinning, so this is what vertigo feels like. Ugh. You looked at the creature again after having calmed down, who still seemed very wary of you. Hey now, nice Croco Kitty. Growl. Yeah. You weren't sure how, but the pet managed to retreat even further, now clinging to the edge of the leaf. Yikes, people, if this thing jump off, then please at least catch it for me. I hope not, but we'll try. No, boys, sweetie, please come down. I got some food for you. Bora. That's your name, right, Bora? Here, I can take you down. I won't hurt you. That seemed to do the trick. Upon hearing this name, the lizard cat seemed to lower his guard as he approached you. That's it. That's a good Croc Kitty. You pat the creature on his scaly head as soon as he got into range, who purred in return and then suddenly jumped towards you. Whoa, easy there. You're not the only one who's scared shitless here. Wow. Right. Now how are we gonna get back down? Just hang on to me, alright? The plant clung to your hoodie flap as you very slowly climbed back down. It was very anxiety-inducing, and only because you didn't want to fall flat on the ground. And what felt like an eternity, you finally made it back as you dropped your knees on the ground. Ah, sweetheart. Oh boy, you're back. You're finally back. Please don't ever scare me again like that. Where would you climb that tree to begin with? Wow. Hey, well done. Not everyone can climb a tree like that. Guess we are a couple above the rest. Well, I don't know about that, but thanks, I guess. Oh, thank you again, good mercenary. As promised, here's your reward. Thank you so much for saving my dear quote. No problem, it's my duty after all. You complete your quest. You got 5 gold coins. You feel a bit stronger too. Now that your work here is done, you return to the beach entrance. Where do you want to go? You've never met this fan before, but Wade did ping his location on the map for you, so it wasn't too difficult to make it to wherever he was. You see Ray, his friend, in front of the hut, sitting on the sand. Why, hey. Oh, you came. Hello? Hi, you must be Finn, right? Yes, indeed, he's a friend of mine. Friend, I'm heartbroken, Ray. Well, nice to meet you, Finn. I'm Dave. So I've heard. Ray talked about you quite a bit. You're that new recruit at the guild, right? Yeah, I'm just starting out. Well, feel free to come here and train with me if you like. I can teach you some techniques I learned from my hometown. Sure thing, thanks for the offer. So you're here to help me out? Yeah, anything I can do? Or is there anything you've gathered? Nothing so far, I'm afraid. Finn was watching the beach all night yesterday, but he didn't spot anything unusual. Nothing, yep. So yeah, this place is safe as can be. You could even say that creature didn't arrive through the ocean. It would be problematic if it did. Yeah, then again, I don't think we've ever seen that made a credit nether creatures to begin with. Huh? Why is that? Well, for one, the ocean is pretty massive, so nether dust will just get dissolved and lose all potency to infect anything. And even if the king got some army beneath the ocean, the water will also dim the mind control effect, making it a lot harder for him to control these beasts. Well, how does that even work? Basically, I think it's kind of like you try to sail through the ocean, so the sound can travel faster, but it will become a lot murkier by the time it comes to your ears. You can hear it, but won't be able to understand anything because land creature ears aren't made to hear underwater stuff like that. Well, at least that's what Alex told me anyway. I see. Whichever the case, we can safely say that the sea will remain peaceful unless Atlantia somehow fall under the king's grasp. It's pretty peaceful here too. Well, there's that. I'm gonna go look around some more. Feel free to go catch up with the others, Dave. You sure you don't want my help? Nah, I think I'll be fine. So I call you over, Dave. Alright. It's alright. At least everything is fine. See you later then. See you. Well, I have some business to attend to as well. Take care now. You too, Finn. It seems like the beach is clear. Better check out on the others. He decided to go to the Victim Park where the garden crystal was. It was quite easy to find the park given that you could see the crystal from every corner of the city. The park was divided into two sections, the inner and the outer wing. Where do you want to go? He headed over to the outer wing. There's a lot of benches and food stalls around. Aside from the more frequent patrols of mercenaries passing by, the atmosphere was just as peaceful as any other day. There's a lot of people relaxing and having a picnic. Either people have already moved on from the incident or they just didn't know of it to begin with, but still felt a little jarring to you. You didn't find anything interesting or suspicious after wandering around for a bit, so you returned to the entrance. You decided to go to the inner part. Almost immediately, you noticed that there were much fewer people around and a lot more mercenaries patrolling the premise. Most of them seemed on high alert. Hold, state your business. I'm from the guild. Hit me up with, yeah, I can see you're from the guild. But have you any permanent legal paper for business here? Legal paper? Is that really necessary? I'm just here to investigate after all. Well, look around you, pal. Plenty of men around to do the investigating for you. Now see here. You're still seem a little lost, so I'm just going to spell it out for you. This part of Victim Park is not a restricted area. Has been since yesterday, but you think this is some sort of place you can just walk in and ask for people? No, of course not. I'm only here because Alex said he might need my assistance, that's all. Oh, really, buddy? You have no permit. Can't even state your business properly. Why would Sir Alex need your help? Actually, how did he even know his name to begin with? You, buddy pal, is being quite sus, might I say. You know what? I'll just leave. Sorry to bother y'all. He quickly retreated out of the guards' sight before calling Alex on your phone. Dave, I'm still in the middle of something here. Speak quickly. The guards won't let me in, Alex. They're also pretty rude about it. Well, of course, I'm already instructed them to let you through, but they've most likely forgotten. I'm still in the middle of some prepping procedures. Might take a minute or two, but I'll meet up with you at the gate. Alright. You wait a little bit before going back to the guards. You again. Well now, you just can't cause trouble in any other places, huh? No, wait, I can explain why I'm back. Oh yeah, you will, buddy pal. How about you speak to this? The guard promptly took a step towards you on the startle as you heard Alex yelling from afar. Hey, stand now, he's a friend. Master Alex, you know this guy? You think? Did I not instruct you to leave him in? I told you the specifics down to his fur color, yet you all still couldn't remember? Inconceivable. I'm so sorry, Master Alex. Please come in. And if I may have a word with you here, Corporal Smith, right? Yes. Let me make this very clear then, Corporal. I understand we're on heightened security, but that doesn't mean being an asshole to everybody you come across. There's already a lot of tension given what happened, and the last thing we need right now is to have even more unrest because people like you. So watch your damn manners unless you want me to file a formal complaint to your division, and then maybe you can finally understand how an accident of one individual can jeopardize an entire collective. Understand, Master Alex. Come, Dave, we haven't time to waste. We follow him inside to the inner circle of the park near the base of the crystal. Thanks, Alex. For what? For what you just did. I can't just have them beat you up. That would jeopardize my only test subject. Okay, still, thanks. You're welcome now. Hurry up, will you? Okay. You head further along the ramp leading up to the base of the glowing crystal, which stood majestically against the sky. Whoa. You'll get used to it. It's very beautiful, and the sound. Yeah, I always hear it faintly every time I'm in town, almost like a chorus of humming noises. And now that I'm here, I can hear it loud and clear, more than ever. It sounds very beautiful. Interesting, but alas, we're here to work, Dave. Not to stand around admiring auditory hallucinations. Right, I guess not. So what can I help you with, actually? Well, you can help me figure some things out. Like what? Did something happen to the crystal? Oh, no, surprisingly not at all. There's not even a single thing wrong with it. Whatever deharmonized the crystal that night is now gone. So it can what? Stabilize and repair itself? The GC as a whole is still quite a mystery to us. We merely built it based on the prototype was tried to replicate the Akai Tree's protective force shield and the spring sorcerer's guidance. Without her, this thing wouldn't have worked at all. I spent the past years trying to replicate her works and dissecting her blueprints. I made some progress, but it's still far from a 100% replication. Is it too complicated? Not complicated per se, it just requires a lot of fine tuning, which means you've got to have some kind of attunement to begin with. But for her, it came very natural, as if she had some sort of innate affinity towards crystals. I've heard that she could talk to them as if they were alive and sentient beings. Maybe that's what makes a difference. Talk to them, huh? Well, either way, I do have some theories to test. Can you touch the crystal? Touch it? Yeah. Just go up to the GC and touch it. Don't worry, it won't hurt a bit. See? He reached an arm to the crystal's base and lightly nudged it. Nothing happened. Okay. You reached out towards the crystal. Almost immediately, you could feel a fuzzy and tingling sensation which grew stronger the closer your hand got to the crystal. Are you supposed to feel this? Just touch the damn crystal. He pushed your hand towards it, and without warning, a surge of energy coursed through your veins, rendering you shocked and dazed. Whoa! You tried to sound off, but all that could come out of your mouth was stuttering gibberish. Try as you might, you couldn't pull away from the crystal either. It was like being stuck to a magnet. Let's help. I wanted to make a snake. Crap, hold on. The lynx grabbed you by the waist and yanked hard. You're so heavy. He heaved several times before making it into the pool. The force this time was just barely enough to separate you from the golden crystal, whose radiance seemed to flicker for a brief moment before going back to normal. Damn, I'll be. I didn't expect that reaction from the crystal. Sorry about that, Dave. You tried to speak, but with your tongue still shaking uncontrollably, you failed to even articulate the first words you had in mind. Why are you speaking like that? Try to speak normally. You decided to take a deep breath to calm yourself down. Here, have some water. Alex handed you his bottle. Let's drink first. I can't understand you. You nodded and drank up. You felt strangely dehydrated after the incident. You rested for a while until the tingling sensation subsided and you could speak normally again. Better? Yeah, sorry. How are you feeling? Well, I mean, what did that feel like? It's like getting zapped by lightning, like a sudden flow of energy just burst through me. I see. Yeah. That's a common thing for magic wielders. People who utilize the energy surge from crystals to reinvigorate their power. The shock from the golden crystal tends to be a bit much, though, so they switch to smaller energy crystals instead. Interestingly, you must be an empty cell with your minuscule amount of maze, hence the GC will compensate with a big burst of energy, like a broken down leasing its water down the stream. What you experienced just now was system shock, where the surge of energy was simply too much to bear and quite literally fry your system. Yeah, I thought that would be more like bottle shocked. Semantics. Well, still, what does that mean for me? Can I not ever do magic now? No, it's quite the opposite, actually. I think you might be ready to learn some basic magic. But I thought you said my system was fried. It's just a figure of speech, meaning you just got majorly zapped. As long as you are still alive, then the rest about you is unaffected. Anyways, I got what I need. You may drop by the lab next time around, and I'll teach you some basics. Alright, do you need anything else? No. I think I'm alright on my own for now. There's still some diagnostics I have to run on the GC frequencies before I can wrap things up. You should probably go check on the others if you'd like. Okay then. See you later, Alex. Do be careful though. I will. You left Alex's devices and returned to the inner part entrance. The guards didn't seem to bat an eye on you this time around. There wasn't much else for you to do there either. Looks like you're done here. Better check out on the others. You decided to go to the market district, which was made as straightforward as can be with a map function. You arrived at a very crowded marketplace. There are a lot of stalls and merchants hawking many different types of wares, from meat, spices, vegetables, trinkets, or even weapons. You make your way through the crowd and eventually spot a familiar bear speaking to one of the vegetable stall owners. Hey, Cody. Oh, hey, Dave. What are you doing? Me? I'm just doing my own investigating, asking stalls and merchants if they saw anything suspicious. Oh, okay. Anything to report? Nothing so far, I don't think. Other stalls were closed pretty early on, since everyone is still recovering from the incident, with the exception of a few bars and weaponsmiths. Asked them too, but they didn't notice anything strange until the chaos hit the streets. So nothing noteworthy after all. Yeah, it seems so. It's pretty peaceful here, at least. I don't know about the others, though. You could always call them on Alex's phone to talk about it, right? Yes, but I still don't really know how to operate this thing, and I just don't want to break it if I fiddle with it too much. Just don't want to disappoint Alice again. Oh, wait. What do you mean by again? I think I'll be fine here by myself, Dave. You should go check on the others if you want. Alright then. I'll see you later then. Yeah, see you back at the guild. See you. And with that, he moved on to another stall. It seems there's nothing more that you can do here. Better check out on the others. He decided to go to the old mines. Despite not being that far away from the guild, it was a bit off the beaten path, but thanks to the map function, you arrived there after a bit of walking. You could see the cave entrance and outpost nearby. What do you want to do? You made your way towards the cave entrance. Oi, who goes there? State your business. I'm from the guild. I just want to investigate a bit. Oh, are you now? Where's your permit then, boyo? Permit? Yes, this ain't your original part for you. Just really loiter around, sonny. Now either you come back with a permit or steer clear of this spot. Got it. Okay, I'll leave. Sorry. Where do you want to go? A lot of weird, guards around here. Here in this mine at Risen Park. You head towards the outpost. You can see Max there chatting with another guard by the post. Max, Dave, hey, what are you doing? Well, I was talking to the guards to see if they caught anything suspicious. I'd be surprised if they didn't catch anything suspicious. What do you mean? The guard at the cave entrance was very strict about not letting me in to investigate. There must be something inside already, right? No, they're just under orders. Dave, security is heightened around these parts, especially after what happened the other day. But I do apologize for not telling you that you need a permit to be let in. Sorry. It's okay. So what's the deal with this cave? You see, this place has been infested with slime creatures for a while now. I was checking in with the guards to see if one such thing escaped from here that day. Yeah, so the cave is full of those things. Yeah, more or less so. They're a byproduct of the elemental debris from crystal mining. Are they that dangerous? Not necessarily. I'd say they're more akin to pests. They're usually harmless. When they congregate, they manage to drive out the miners and force them to open up the new place. That's unfortunate, but why didn't they just seal this cave off then? That's because we still use it to throw away our trash. These slimes eat the trash and turn whatever inside into usable organic matter. Oh, now that you mention it, I've always wondered where all the trash from the city went to. This is very neat, alright. It is, but once in a while, people must come by to cull the population, too much of them, and they might flood out from the cave and harm passerby, or even start invading smaller towns and settlements.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, by the way, I have a request. Really? That's great, Dave. What did that entail? Well, I pretty much climbed a tree by the beach to say someone's cat lizard pet thing. Oh, I think I might have seen that one. You so you saved a quote, huh? Not bad at all, huh? Those little things are pretty hard to deal with. Well, what I mean is it probably wouldn't listen to anybody's command even if you were the owner. True, it was rough enough trying to get to come with me until I learned its name from the owner, which I pretty much forgot by now. Climbing the tree was definitely scarier though. Heh, but you still managed it, didn't you? That's all that matters. Besides, most monks probably ignored this because they had more important things to do, but you decided to risk your livelihood to save something dear to a stranger. That's exactly a step in the right direction. I'm proud of you, Dave. Thanks, Max. That means the world to me. So, anything I can help you with? Probably not. I know you're eager for that feat, but I got this place under control for now. I'll investigate the cave a bit later as well. You should go catch up with the others, Dave. Oh, okay then. I'll see you later, Max. See you later. Stay safe now. It seems like you're done here. Better go back to the guild then. But what I wanted to say a bit more before going back to the guild and met the others at the Sky Garden. You can see the others already gathered at the place Alex specified. Bess was talking away, clearly seemed pensive as ever, while Alex himself was tinkering with his gadgets as always. Good evening, guys. Ah, Dave, you're back. How was your first official day as a mercenary? It was good, I guess. And this guy heckled at wherever. This guy heckled a lot whenever I enter a high security location. Well, that might be because you need to wear the guild's badge. Probably, but that one guy at the Crystal Park did recognize me as a guild person. They all just said something about needing a permit to be around those places. I thought he messed with you again after today. But now that I think about it, yeah, you probably do need a permit to be let in on your own. I see. Don't worry, Dave. I'll get those for you tomorrow, along with some other gear. Oh, alright. That sounds good. Well, what else did you do, Dave? Took any requests? Yep, I completed my first request. Someone at the beach got his pet stuck up a tall palm tree, and so I got out there and saved it. I don't know why most people didn't seem to bother with it. Oh, that commotion, huh? Truth be told, this was the first time they got that quote stuck out the tree. Probably won't be the last either. I can see why everyone just kind of ignored their request. I guess, but what if nobody took it at all? Would the poor thing just be stuck there for days and nights? That doesn't sit right with me. I think that owner just got paranoid, Dave. I've seen the pet getting up a weird place and still managed to get down sometime later. See? So it's not exactly a big deal. Nah, don't say that, Alex. If what you said about the quote is true, it's still a good thing you took that interest, Dave. Giving that owner peace of mind is still a big deal. Yeah, I agree. That person must have been thankful afterwards, but it's always nice. Well, good job, Dave. Today saving pets and tomorrow saving the world. Oh, well, thanks, Ray. They still call you that. What? Why? I don't mind. It fits my name better anyway. So we're calling you Ray instead of Ray now? You don't have to, I mean, it's totally up to you guys. Just when do you guys call him that? Clay was the first to call him that way. We just kind of follow along. Huh? What? Why me? I mean, so I call him Y when we first met. I just didn't know how to pronounce his name. But really? Why is that? You probably just got confused between Verbolian and common pronunciation rules. Alice, please. I may have fooled myself enough already. No, it's fine, boys. It's fine, guys. Both Y and Ray are fine. Just go with whatever suits you best. I'll just stick to Y. Yeah, hard to beat force a habit at this point. Yeah, same I guess. Oh, alright then. So, you guys hungry? I'll take some food from the tavern. That would be appreciated, Cody. Thanks. You guys wait here. Cody left his seat and went on his way. So how are things, guys? Yeah, the GC is fine. Could be better, could be worse. Not unusual at the beach, as you might have heard. The old mine is safe too. Just spent the afternoon keeping the slime population in check. That's good. Good. Cody seems kind of motivated, don't you think? I bet he is. He's way out of his comfort zone. You think I'm not out of my comfort zone? Well, you too, but at least you still have some interest in the work. It's been a while since Cody wore his armor. I think he's getting too comfortable with doing just kitchen stuff now. Hey, whatever makes him happy, man. Yeah, but the guild master expected us to go as a team. Really? I don't recall him saying that at all. Well, maybe not verbatim, but he is implying that we should work as a team, so here we are. It's okay, just give it some time. I think Cody will come back around and we can have fun again, just like we used to. Fun? Really, why? Is that all you ever think about? I'm sorry. Whatever, I'm not even mad, just a bit disappointed. You sigh to yourself as everybody feels silent for a long time until Cully returned with the food. He did look quite happy at least. Hey, here you go, you guys. Some stew I made. Sorry for the wait. Thanks, Cody. These look delicious. You seem to be in a better mood, Cody. Well, cooking always makes me happy. You've always looked happy when cooking, even back then. Guess that means I'm a cook at heart, eh? Alex quickly grabbed a bowl and poured some stew for himself as Cody set the pot on the table. Huh, finally some good fucking food. We haven't heard that from before. There, slow down or you'll choke. You're the man, better save the choking for someone else. What the hell, why? Easy guys, you gotta suffocate him with soup. Evansville felt lighter again as the boys joined in on the meal and chatted away, sharing some of the moments they had during the day. He felt relieved seeing them like so, and of course delicious food surely helped. You couldn't help wondering what might have happened between them in the past, but you kept the thought to yourself, suddenly bringing this up would just sour everyone's mood. Eventually it was time for everyone to say goodbye and part ways. Alice also accompanied you back to your room. It was very unusual for him to accompany you here. In fact, this was probably the first time he's escorting you to your room. You both remained silent the whole way through, at least until you arrived at the door. Well, thanks for the day, Alex. Sure thing. Well, good night. Good night, Dave. Don't forget, if you want to learn some magic, meet me back at the lab. I'd like to run some tests on you, too. I will. See you at the lab, then. See you. And with that, he's gone. We cleaned up and prepared to go to bed. He walked around the city all day long. You were already exhausted and fell asleep before your body even hit the bed. Impossible. What are the odds? An empty vessel. Mistake? That's my judgment? Dang, inconceivable. What? You spent a moment rubbing your head and temples to ease a headache. You had what felt like a quite normal dream before everything just seemed to fall apart as you found yourself among the ruined hallway. A disembodied voice that played your mind felt familiar, though you couldn't discern who it was. You felt like it was talking to you, but at the same time just quietly lamenting to itself. So before you could speak up, the illusion shattered as you were abruptly thrust back into reality, and so you sat there on your bed, still wondering about what it all meant. So we completed days 6, 7, and 8. So it seems that Alex responded very differently to the guards in this route, in his own route, as opposed to other routes. While he did reprimand the guard in all 3 routes, especially the one at the Veteran Park, he even went further in this route. He added that he also told the guard that just because everything's on high alert doesn't give him the right to be an asshole to everybody. And I really like that scene of him backing Dave up and admonishing these guards even further than he did in the other routes. So that scene with the guard in Veteran Park, that was different. So what makes Alex different from the other routes is that basically in Ray's route, he's practically friendly from the very start, and Dave's relationship with Ray starts off good and it only gets better. And it got so much better to the point that Ray wanted to get really intimate with Dave. And it kind of was like that in Corey's route, where they start off friendly and they stay friendly and they get more closer as friends and trust each other more. But not quite like Ray where they get intimate, but just like good friends and who trust each other and work together in the kitchen. And Max is kind of similar to Alex, in which Dave, when they two meet, he has a distrust of Dave and starts out cold, and then gradually throughout the days in the city, he starts to trust Dave more, and it becomes more of a working relationship. And then later on, like after a week, their working relationship becomes more than that because of friendship. And this route between Dave and Alex it's a lot like it's similar to Max's route. Like at the very beginning, Max doesn't trust Dave. He doesn't trust him with being his assistant, and he seems to be even more cold to him than Max was. And gradually throughout the days he worked in the lab, he proved himself to Alex that he can be a good assistant. And I don't think Alex will call Dave a friend just yet, but he certainly trusts Dave a lot more, he trusts him a lot more now around the lab, and he seems to have interest in Dave. He seems to care about him as a person, not just as a lab subject. Well, he just seems to trust him more now than just an object for him to be studied on for science, that he actually does care for him as a person. I don't think it has really gotten to them being friends yet. So Dave and Ray kind of like an intimate relationship where Ray probably loves Dave. Dave and Cody, they end up being really good friends, with which they work together in the kitchen. Max and Dave, they start slow, but gradually it improves into a working relationship, and then eventually into a friendship. And Alex and Dave, Alex starts off hostile, but gradually it works into a working relationship, though not quite friends yet. So that's one thing I like about Alex. You got to constantly be with him and gain his trust for him to really be comfortable around you. So that's all for now for Heroes Advent. Next time we'll finish off what's left of Alex's route. We'll start with day 9 and cover day 10. So thank you all very much. I'm not sure if it has a day 10 yet. It'll probably come out next month, I guess. I'm not sure if it has a day 10 yet. But I'm not sure, but we'll definitely be covering day 9 next time we come back to Max's route for Heroes Advent. So
Thank you all very much for watching. All the information for the games in the description box below. Go to Patreon and Twitter. Once again, thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye.